good, my family? It's your boy JU, and I'm here to drop that knowledge and game for you guys. So let's get right into it, man. So this video is going to be about how many streams of income that you need to become rich. Now, growing up, I used to always hear this statistic saying the average millionaire has like 6 or 7 streams of income, which I think this statistic is very misleading. I'm under the belief that most of these millionaires probably only started out with 1 or maybe 2 sources of income. And then once they got rich, that's when they started delving into other things. You can get rich within 6 months to a year just focusing on 2 streams of income. Now, what are those streams of income going to be? One is going to be your base income. This is your job. This is your gig work. This is whatever you're using to, get the bills paid and then also invest into yourself. And that second one is going to be your business venture, whether it's an online business, some type of brick and mortar business, some type of investments, whatever you're into, whatever you're passionate about, whatever you like to do, if it's a sport or whatever business model that you are into, that's the one that is going to be your main focus. Your base income, your job, your gig work, the thing that you really don't even really want to do, you want to be able to put minimum effort into that and then maximum effort into that second source of income. So I used to have this friend, man. We're not really that cool anymore, but at one point we were very cool. And this friend, he always had 1,000 different business ideas and he always wanted to do them all at the same time. So he wanted to be a rapper. He wanted to be a business owner in construction. He was also a barber. He also had a regular job. He had a lot of different things going on, which is not bad. You should be able to fill your time up. But at the end of the day, if you have this kind of ADHD mindset to where, well, one day you want to work on this, the next day you want to work on this, and, you're trying to edit videos for other people, and, you just have a lot of different things going on, then it's going to be hard for you to sit and have one thing grow to the point where it's going to actually be able to generate you some real wealth. So basically, if I have 4 sources of income. I got 4 sources of income. I'm working on each one at the same time. That's going to take a lot more time for those to grow than if I only had 2 and I'm just focused on those 2 and those 2 putting all my energy into that instead of my energy being spread thin amongst a bunch of different things because I got this ADHD mindset to where I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. No, it's like, yeah, you can have a bunch of different things you want to do, but you got to prioritize. You got to understand, okay, what's going to be able to get me to be able to get to the point where I can work on this one thing for a long time and then, that thing grows and then I can start putting minimum effort into that. I can knock off the regular job. I can put minimum effort into that first big source of income, and then I can start working on other things. This is how millionaires work. This is how the guy that becomes the superstar athlete, then, he starts getting into filmmaking or real estate and getting into other lanes because it's easy at that point. All he got to do is go to practice and go to the game, and he's making millions and millions of dollars a year. And so he has a bunch of ample time and where he can hire people and he can delegate certain responsibilities to where he can have a whole real estate portfolio that he has somebody else managing. So that's still a big source of income for him, but he didn't have to build it from the ground up at the same time as he was working on his basketball career. This is where you get people with the argument that say, oh, you shouldn't put all your eggs in one basket. But my thing is, I don't know. I see a lot of people, a lot of successful people that end up really just putting all of their eggs in one basket and then they start to diversify. Kobe himself, this is what he said. This is how he lived by. He worked on basketball. That's all he focused on. And once his career was over and, he got to a certain point, then he starts, okay, well, during once he reached the pinnacle of his career, then it's like, okay, let me get a shoe deal. That's another source of income. Oh, let me start making films and stuff. I think he started that kind of after his career, making movies and things like that. So at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is just find one business model, stick with that business model, make it grow. And then once it gets to a point where it's kind of running itself and you are putting minimum effort into it, then you start delving into other forms of business. Jay-Z, he was a guy, okay, let me get into this rap stuff first. Let me become a big rapper. Oh, now I got, at this point, 30 years later, he's managing sports, and he's working with the NFL. He's doing all these different things, right? And it's easy for him to do that because he first focused on that one thing, became the best at that craft, honed his craft, became a master of that craft. And now, yeah, he can go in the booth and rap anytime he wants, but that's just not what he needs to do. His music is always generating income for him. He doesn't have to do much with it. So yeah, man, definitely want y'all to work on y'all businesses and, do everything that y'all want to do in life and accomplish all the goals y'all want to accomplish. But when we're just starting out, when we're at the bottom, when we're broke, we got to focus on one lane first. That's really all I'm trying to get you to understand. Focus on that one lane first. Let that thing grow. Let it be big. Of course, like I said, you have your base income, your job, your gig work, or if you're in the military, maybe you got VA benefits, disability, and all that good stuff. Whatever you got, just take that and then invest into your lane, invest into your lane, build that lane out. And then after that, you move on, do whatever else you want to do. And, make all the beautiful ideas that you have in your head, make them come into fruition and be actually here in this physical realm. Yeah, man, that's all I got for this one, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe. As always, love y'all. I'm out.